So tell me the story of signing that first customer. So you did all this research, you did this really, really hard thing, but you hadn't quite nailed the exact use case. So what did it look like when it kind of finally came together? Where did they come from? What was that conversation like?
It was an automotive company, right? And big parts manufacturer, and they had heard about us and were interested in using us. Again, the initial use case is just accelerating 3D design, but the more they saw the tool and the more they were able to experience it, because back then we did really long free POCs, so we let them use it for a while, right? And today we do a little bit differently, but it's still they were able to experience it. And they're like, oh my god, we can. This is so helpful in organizing our data and understanding how these models are related and how they're going to perform, what they're going to cost, etc. So they were like, hey, we want to go ahead and do a license. So we were over the moon because we had we had a paying customer finally, and all of our investors were had a big sigh of relief. Like, oh, good, you're finally deciding to monetize this thing, right? But that it was a pretty straightforward process. It took a little while, right? Because we were brand new, and they were like, "Do we have any references?" And it's like, "No, but we'd love it if you were one." We still don't have any other customers yet, and so it's accelerated from there.
So first customer came from the kind of research step. You were having these conversations. Where did you start to see the first kind of repeatable customer channel taking shape?
So it started really with relationships. I mean, we spend virtually nothing on any kind of marketing, even today. We're not big marketers. It really comes from word of mouth. I mean, I think every customer, I can say, came from word of mouth at this point. I don't think we've got anyone that's come in because of some, they saw, maybe they saw us somewhere and it wasn't word of mouth directly, but most of the time they hear about us and they're looking to solve a problem. And right now, our proverbial phone's ringing off the hook because of tariffs and Doge, and people are looking to save money. And the main application of FISNA today, the way that we market it, because it's much faster to sell this way, hey, FISNA can not only search your own database, it can also search globally, right? We have this parts from all these suppliers and manufacturers, and we can tell you, okay, what is the thing in front of you, right? Whether if you don't even have a 3D model, we can tell you what that thing is. And we can tell you if you have an inventory, even if it's under a different name. And if you don't, we can tell you, here's who sells that part. And if nobody sells it, we can tell you who can manufacture it, because our AI is advanced enough to analyze that part and say, okay, this is what has to happen. This is how you would have to build this. And so we can tell you these are the companies that actually have that technology or that capability to manufacture that for.
That's really cool.
Thank you.